Before I get into this video, I want to first apologize because I'm still congested. I'm getting over a cold. It's all G though, your boy is bouncing back. I also want to give a shout out to the Nike Lebron 4. Do you see this shoe? Do you see what type of condition this shoe is in? I got this shoe when it dropped. One of my homies was working at Finish Line at the time, and they dropped these, and they dropped the red and black. I couldn't get the red and black, they sold out, but I was able to get these right here. And also I got an outfit to go with it too. Two outfits. It was like a polo shirt, it was white and blue striped, and I had the cargo shorts that went with it. They were this color blue. This shoe is so legendary to me that I kept it throughout the years. It's so bad, right? It's not even a bad shoe, I'm not gonna say that. It's just that this version, or this pair, is so bad. Let me let y'all hear this. There is no rubber on this. This is all plastic now. Listen. There you go. This is all plastic underneath here. If you were to put these on and step on the court, you would break your ankles for sure. God damn! There is no grip on these. But I keep them as a trophy just because this was the first shoe that I bought with my own money that I saved up. So these shoes have a special place. And this is more than likely my favorite LeBron after the LeBron 10. I don't know, it kind of go back and forth between the two. I love the LeBron 10. I had 3 pairs of those. I had 1 pair of these. And I also had a pair of LeBron Soldiers. I think it's like the Soldier 4. I forget, it was black and gold. It was my high school basketball team shoe. You know, one band, one sound. Everybody had the same shoe back in the G. These were my personal pair that I bought with my own money. And then when I got a little bit more money when the LeBron 10 came out, I bought 3 pairs of those because that is literally my favorite LeBron silhouette outside of these. But let's stop talking about memories and going back in the past. Let's talk about the shoe that we got right here, right now. The LeBron 23 in that South Beach Heatles colorway. Look at the colors right now glistening. This is a crazy shoe. When I saw it online, I was like, man, that's unique. I like some shoes that just make everybody stop and look at your feet. These shoes does that. Look at this. It's crazy. Cheetah print, the pink accent for the South Beach, and then the crown right here. Because if you didn't know, this is the crown. The crown is in the inside of the shoe. See that right there? That's what this side represents. The shoe itself grew on me, man. It grew on me because at first I was like, I don't really like this silhouette. I thought Nike did LeBron dirty for his 23rd shoe. I'm like, damn, y'all should have went hard. It's 23 in the 23. Like, what's up? But after seeing the shoes on foot and seeing videos of people wearing them, I was like, let me look into it. And when I went into the store to try them on, I was like, damn, it's a comfortable shoe. However, it's a heavy shoe, but it ain't that much more heavier than your regular shoe. It's still a very plush shoe. And you know that LeBron is still Nike's #1 athlete that is active. So of course he's gonna get the premium materials, he's gonna get the best technology. And if you're gonna have all those things, you're gonna have a heavier shoe. I've seen people on the internet talk about how heavy the shoe is. Bro, do you work out?
Hell no.
If you do work out, you know that when you go and do leg day, you put all that weight on your legs still. If you do work out and you do hit leg day, this shouldn't be nothing for you. I realize that a lot of hoopers don't work out. I am a former hooper who stopped hooping to focus more on the gym, the weight room. And I see the hoopers when they come into the gym, they skip the whole entire weight area and go straight into the basketball court, not knowing that they're missing out on the best version of themselves on the court if you put the work in the weight room. These shoes being heavy would not bother you if you went to the gym at least once a week and did some legs. But with all that said, let's stop talking about the gym because I hate the gym. Let's talk about this shoe. In this video, I'm not going to show you the actual shoe box and what comes in it. Just know it comes with a book and it comes with a keychain or a lace lock, whatever it is, but it comes with like a little keychain pendant. Of course, it's going to have that Heatles. If you don't see that there, that's what it says. The Heatles, because that's what this shoe is based off of, LeBron's time in Miami. And I'm not even going to sit up here and lie to you. I was a big ass LeBron James fan before he went to Miami. When he went to Miami, it was strictly shoes. And I would be a liar to sit up here in front of you and tell you that he was not balling out with the Miami Heat. It was so sickening to me. However, the level-headed adult can appreciate LeBron's career as a whole, just like I appreciated Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan. 2 other players I did not like. Maybe I'll make another video about the players I did not like. LeBron going to the Heat definitely put him on my shit list.
Nobody cares. Nobody.
However, the shoes was still rocking when he was down in Miami. Thus me telling you I had 3 pair of the LeBron 10s. He was in Miami when those dropped. But let's bring it back to the shoe before I go off on a tangent. The LeBron 23 feels like a farewell shoe. And I could be wrong, but it feels like a farewell shoe because of what comes inside of the box. The box itself is probably worth about $40. If they did not have this extravagant box, the shoe may cost $170. Inside the box, they give you the keychain, they give you the booklet, and then they give you this big elaborate box. But the booklet itself has every pair of these shoes that they're planning to drop. Speaking of the booklet, let me get the booklet. Let me just show y'all a little bit of what's inside the booklet. So it comes with this little booklet, and inside the booklet, it has like its achievements. It tells you about the shoe, the design, the tech, but it's one page in particular that caught my eye that made me feel like, man, this might be one of LeBron's final moments in the league. You feel me? This page right here, these are all the models of this shoe that's gonna come out. And I know you can't see it because it's like some type of reflective material, but it shows you all of his defining moments. Like they got the rings, LeBron told the Heatles, all of his accomplishments here. So I'm thinking like, damn, are they finna go out with a bang? Or is it just because it's the 23 model and he's number 23? We all know that LeBron could play for another 2 to 3 years if he truly wanted to, but let's be for real here. LeBron's time in the NBA is coming to an end eventually, probably sooner than later. And it's just unfortunate that the majority of his career was spent being hated on and people didn't really just take the time and appreciate him and his greatness. Kind of like Kobe Bryant. A lot of people didn't realize how great he was until he retired. Even though he had an amazing career as it stood, people just didn't realize that they would miss it so much until they couldn't see it again. Same thing with LeBron. People are gonna miss seeing it. It is going to be a weird feeling to watch the opening night in the NBA and know that LeBron James is no longer in the NBA. LeBron been in the NBA longer than most of y'all been alive. A lot of y'all don't know the NBA without LeBron. So I'm saying all this to say, just enjoy the time that y'all have with the guy. Back to the shoe. This shoe has the crown on the side with this holographic. I like to call it holographic because I got some Pokemon cards that I still got from when I was a kid. So we're gonna call this holographic. So it got this holographic material all around the shoe. On the upper part, they got this cheetah print, cheetah. And it's like a low cut type of feel. You know what I'm saying? When you get the fresh low cut, about to put the do-rag on. That's what this feels like. If you had a wave cap and some wave grease and a brush, if you brush it, you might get waves on this. That's how low it is. It's definitely like fine animal print, animal texture, whatever you want to call it, but it's low. It reminds me like a low cut, a fresh low cut. So yes, it is a textured cheetah print. You got the South Beach pink on the inside, but you also have a drop unit in the inside. You can pull it out. I'm not pulling it out. It's hard to pull out. I tried to. I'm not pulling it out, but he does have a drop unit. They said this was the first one since the LeBron 11. I didn't get the LeBron 11 because I was so sold on the LeBron 10. But yeah, man, they have it inside of this shoe, and this shoe is very comfortable. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I went to go try out the Jaws, because that's the reason why I got these, is because I actually went to try out the Jaws. The Jaw 3 is an amazing shoe, man. It's chef's kiss. But these are also a nice shoe too. When I seen them in store, it definitely caught my eye. It caught my eye just as much as the Jaw 3 did. So when I tried on the Jaw 3 and I realized how narrow it was, I was like, yo, this may not be the shoe for me. I am about 240 pounds, about 6'3", 6'4"-ish. We're gonna say 6'3". So I may have a bit of a wider foot than I did back when I was a little younger. And you know LeBron James is a tank. You know that Nike and LeBron also probably values his feet. Any athlete needs to value their feet, and LeBron is all about his body. He's all about the technology. So you would expect his shoe to be high tech when it comes to how his feet are handled. And boy, they did not slack on this shoe. It's heavier because all the stuff that it comes with. It is a plus shoe. I enjoy this shoe. Wearing it around, I enjoy it. The bottom of the shoe has a 2 and a 3.
Yep.
And this weird traction. I don't know how it's gonna be on court. I am gonna wear these on court, but it has a 2 and a 3 and this weird traction. And there's a lot of space here, as you can see, that doesn't have any traction. It's actually like, it's the same material as this holographic wrapping. So I don't know how that's gonna be on the court. I've seen people review this shoe. They said it was a decent shoe. The traction is pretty decent. I just want to see how this shoe holds up because it feels like a durable shoe. Now, will this be my everyday hoop shoe? Absolutely not. I have a couple other hoop shoes that I did buy that I'm gonna be switching in and out, but I'm very curious to see how this shoe holds up. And depending on how this shoe holds up, I am gonna buy one more pair of these. I don't know the name of the colorway, but I believe it was the first first colorway to drop, I might just add it in on this. I want those because the more I see those, the more I fell in love with that colorway. And I also showed y'all in the book that he's going to be dropping a lot of colorways for this model. Pretty sure there's a colorway in the future that he's going to drop that I'm really going to like. So I don't know if I'm going to just go ahead and just buy that shoe first, or if I'm going to just wait for the new colorways to come out and see how those look and then go from there. But I gotta say, seeing this shoe on the internet doesn't know justice. This shoe in hand is very, very nice. Like the look of this shoe, the feel of this shoe, it feels like a $210 shoe. And if you didn't know, yes, it is $210. But at least you get a book and a keychain as well, right? Hell no! Yeah, right. The Heatles logo on the back of this shoe is very plush. I had to run my fingers over it. Pause if you need to. I had to run my fingers over it. It is elevated and stitched. The lettering is elevated and it's stitched in. That is craftsmanship. Like, I kid you not, they went all out on this design. And the more I look at it, the more that 210 just seems justified. One thing I always tell people when it comes to buying something, the more money you spend on something, the better the quality. The less money you spend on something, the less the quality may be. You may get lucky every once in a while and find something that's cheap and also have great quality, but don't expect that to always be the case. I'm gonna say 9 times out of 10, if you want a great product, you're gonna have to pay for it. And a LeBron model shoe is no different. LeBron is the #1 athlete at Nike right now. Even though he's in his 23rd year and he's looking like father time and all, it don't matter, man. LeBron is still the #1 athlete. He still does what he do on the court. LeBron is gonna be the #1 option with Nike until he decides to hang it up. And then when he retires, he's going to fade into that Jordan shoe dropping mode where they're going to retro the OGs and still give you newer versions of the LeBron even after he retires. The tongue of the shoe also has this raised patch and it's in gold and black. I'm telling you, man, this shoe is a luxury shoe. And they also come with pink laces. I'm going to switch these laces out because pink is just fire on a basketball shoe. I got a pair of the Freak 7s in the all pink colorway and man, they just... It's something about pink on a shoe that just go hard. So yes, I'm gonna remove these laces. Who wants some boring black laces? We're gonna put the pink laces in these whenever I step foot outside. But I also wanna say this too, even though I'm wearing this on the court, I'm using these as my on-court sneaker part-time. I will say part-time. This is a shoe that if you just wanted to wear it on some casual stuff, you could do that too. Now, I'm not a fan of wearing jeans with basketball sneakers, but some people want to do it. I won't hate on you. Do what you want to do. It's your shoe. You bought it. You could probably get these off with some cargo pants, but how I'm going to rock it when I'm not wearing them on the court, I'm going to have some athletic gear on. You know, real hooper vibe. Sweatshirt, sweatpants with the socks tucked in, just like that. If it's cold outside, throw the puffer jacket over, have a hoodie coming from underneath that. You know, real simple stuff, man. You ain't gotta overdo it. It's real simple. If you want to wear these with some jeans, be my guest. This shoe is that fire that you could try to pull it off. And if you that type of person, you might be able to pull it off. But if you gonna wear a basketball shoe, man, keep it real athletic wear. The only basketball sneakers that y'all can get off with the jeans are the Jordans, bro. Tinker Hatfield and all them boys were doing their thing with the design. I don't know why. It just don't work like that no more. And I ain't gonna lie to you, some of the early LeBrons, like the LeBron 9, you could probably get off with the jeans. But the newer basketball models are more geared towards basketball and not really the off-court. Even though players be trying to say, hey, you could wear this with the off-court stuff. Yeah, whatever, man. I believe it when I see it. You can try to pull these off with some jeans. My overall opinion of this shoe, I like it. Is it worth $210? I think so. People go out every year and spend $210 on Jordans, and you know how the quality of Jordans are these days, hit or miss. At least I know that these shoes feel like a $210 shoe. It's a heavy shoe. Like, imagine going to a restaurant and you spend $100 on a bag of food, and then you get that bag of food and you realize, hey, this feel kind of light. You're gonna feel bamboozled. But let you go to that same restaurant and the bag is heavy, you're gonna feel like, damn, I got my money's worth. This is what this shoe feels like. It feels like I got my money's worth. Now, I could be saying all this, and as soon as I wear him on the court, the shoe can disintegrate. Thanos could snap his fingers. It just turns into dust. We will see. But right now, in hand, I'm very proud of this purchase. And if you're not proud of the shoe, at least you can be proud of the box, because the box is crazy. But all in all, would I tell you to buy this shoe? Absolutely. If you got the bread to spend. And there's nothing wrong with not having the bread to spend, because as long as the shoe that you buy does the things that you needed to do, you can get an $80 shoe. For example, the Freak 7s were on sale for $80. If you're a bigger player, you can wear those. But if you want that top of the line plushness, can't go wrong with these, especially if you're a bigger player like me. So yeah, that's my prognosis on the LeBron 23. It's a fire shoe, and if you got the bread to spend, definitely looking to get in this model.